of land in the state. With that, we are moving on to some other stories that's coming in. India and France are in advanced talks to finalize a major defense deal for the procurement of SCALP cruise missiles following their successful combat use by the Indian Air Force during Operation Sindoor last year. The deal is estimated at around 300 million euros or approximately 3,200 crore rupees. The SCALP missiles were fired from IAF Rafale jets to target terrorist infrastructure of Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Toiba in Pakistan's Muridke and Bahawalpur districts, with officials saying that the strikes achieved pinpoint accuracy and total destruction of targets. The SCALP is a key part of the Rafale weapons package. In parallel, the IAF is moving ahead with plans to acquire Meteor air-to-air missiles, while preparations are also underway to consider an additional order for 114 Rafale combat aircraft. Let's in fact discuss this further about why India seeks to want these SCALP missiles. Now remember that these were used by the Indian Air Force during Operation Sindoor last year, and we have successfully in fact managed to destroy the terrorist infrastructure in Muridke and in Bahawalpur. So now the Indian Air Force and India want to seek more such missiles, so they are in the advanced stages of making sure that we get a deal on this. Joining us on the broadcast right now is Major General G.G. Dwivedi, defense expert. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast. We appreciate your time. A very good afternoon to you. So when we are looking at the SCALP missiles and the entire Rafale weapons package, the Indian Air Force may seem to be in the advanced stages of talks of acquiring some more such missile systems because of their proven success in Operation Sindoor, sir.
Absolutely, because India is currently having a serious deficiency of the fighter jets. Our minimal requirement of 42 squadrons, and we are down to almost 30. So therefore, this acquisition is very important, and it has to be on priority because talks have been going on for some time, and it is likely that this deal will be finalized anytime soon. And what it looks at is, you're right that India already has 36 Rafales and 26 marine versions have also been negotiated. And Rafales did extremely well during Operation Sindoor in taking out a number of terrorist bases across Pakistan and also doing considerable damage to the Pakistani, Air Force bases. And this is a proven aircraft. It has an excellent capability. Through the SCALP missiles, you can engage targets at a distance of 150 to 200 kilometers. It also has, guided bombs on it. So it's a very formidable platform. And I think we need to fast forward this deal. Only issue is that we require the aircraft on priority because to fill up the current void or current, deficit. But France, to my mind, can only actually deliver 20 aircraft. So therefore, these aircraft will be manufactured in India. Almost 70 to 80% of components will be made, and that will fast forward the process. So absolute, Shivani, these aircraft are very much required, and we should fast forward the deal and start to produce these aircraft because the current deficit or the void cannot be accepted as an operational necessity, Shivani.
General, if you can also help our viewers understand the difference between, because we have our indigenous made missiles, the BrahMos system as well, which can be mounted on a Rafale. But these SCALP missiles are something that India is also looking forward to have more in their arsenal because of their pinpoint accuracy, sir.
Absolutely, because these SCALP missiles are integrated to the Rafales, and that's what it makes it very potent platform because it has three systems actually. It has the guided bombs which can take out the targets deep inside. a SCALP missile can actually engage. These are air-to-air engagement, and they can engage targets, as I said, about to almost 150 to 200 kilometers. While BrahMos are Indian manufacturer, we'll have to integrate this system onto the Rafale, so that integration takes little time because these are all very complicated things. But BrahMos missiles have done extremely well, and these are also in the dual configuration, right? But the point is that once you have a system, then your system comes along with the complete armament package. So the SCALP missile, the hammer guided bombs, all these will come as part of the package because aircraft by itself is only a platform. And how you integrate the weapons on the platform actually gives the potency or capability to the aircraft. So therefore it's quite likely that once the aircraft is negotiated, then Indian system will also be integrated, and BrahMos missiles very much can be integrated on these platforms. Shivani.
Absolutely. And General, if we can also understand, because we are trying to give a push to the Make in India program, do you believe that India, in this deal that we are in the advanced stages of talks, should India push forward for more technological transfer? Because you mentioned that the Rafale is integrated with the SCALP missiles. So if we have technology, if we understand the technology, we can build our own missiles to support the Rafales.
Shivani, because today when we are talking about such defense deals, it is very important. And in fact, the deals have inherent clause that the technology transfer should be one of the basic clause for such deals. And that's why once the Rafale deal is signed, almost 70 to 80% components will be made in India. And there also will be technology transfer, except for very advanced system like the power pack or the engines and certain other components which are very high technology. Things like airframes and even our own manufactured air radars will also be mounted on this. So technology transfer is one of the very essential clause, and because that is what is actually needed to be self-reliant. And self-reliance can only come once we also get the technology along with such deals, so that then we can manufacture these components or these systems within our country, and that will give overall impetus to our quest to be self-reliant or Atmanirbhar. So technology transfer is very much inbuilt into the deal, and that's what makes the deal very, very important. And also I would say they help us to achieve the self-reliance. Shivani.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, General, for joining us on the broadcast with that valuable perspective. With that, we are moving on.